Welcome back to the finale of the Splatoon 1 Gear Weapon Guides. The final part, Splatlings. So let's get this covered. Now for Splatlings, it can't really fit QR and stealth jump into its abilities. It needs run speed to be viable. Which of course I have here. Boom. Boom. And boom. Oops, where is it? Boom. Pretty much the perfect set for pretty much all splatlings in the game. Yeah, Mini is a really good weapon in this game. Yeah, it charges a lot faster than in 2 and Splatoon 2. I think in Splatoon 3 it actually got its whole charge time back from Splatoon 1. And now we get to the top 5. Now we get to the top 5, one of the top 5 best weapons in this game, Zimmy. Yeah, if this thing disrupted you and bubbled, you die, because this thing was moving at hyperspeed, and you can't really do anything about it. The super jump does not work in small quantities in this game. And now we get to refurbish Mini. Not a bad sub, but the special, Now we get to regular heavy, and again, same kit. Then we get to Heavy Deco. Now, it is worth mentioning with Heavy Deco, sometimes you could get away with this, mainly to help out the Kraken. And that's what I'm going to do here. Alright, now there's only 3 weapons left. Heavy Remix, which I say has one of the fastest whale chargers in the game. And of course, the finale. The finale, Hydra. While this kit can work for Hydra as well, actually, I don't really recommend running swim speed on this one, though. Swim speed does not work well for heavyweight weapons in this game. For Hydra, sometimes this could be used as a gimmick. There it is. 8 subs of damage up. And this can apply to the other splatlings too. Partial charges doing 33.3. 41.6 for the main. For the full charge. Also technical helmet gets mentioned. This gear does not return in any other game. It was going to return in 2, but it never did. And while Hydra does technically charge faster in this game, it also has a lower fire duration, not as good damage, and yeah, still a heavyweight. And to be fair, this game is just not the game for Hydra. And you have Splat Bomb and Echolocator. Again, the problem with Splat Bomb, you can't get a full charge off. Yeah, Hydra uses 35%, Hydra's 35%, and Splat Bomb is 70. I'll get it out eventually. So yeah, that basically means you can't get a full charge off without some form of Ink Saver. And then we get to the grand finale, Custom Hydra. And it's the same kit. And while this kit isn't bad, I mean, Hydra's still not the game for it, but it's still a Hydra with a bubbler. Well, now that I've covered everything, I'll leave off with some tips about abilities. Let's start with the exclusives. Opening Gambit gives you 3 mains of run speed and swim speed for the first 30 seconds of the game, and there's no way to increase the duration. If it runs out, it's gone for good. Last Ditch Effort isn't that good either. It gives you 5 subs of Main Saver, Sub Saver, Ink Recovery, and a quick respawn. The only time Last Ditch Effort did this, for the last 30 seconds of the game. It will also take effect when the enemy counter reaches 30 or below, in ranked modes, and during overtime. Not really good. Tenacity is also not very good either. It's just outclassed by Special Charge. It fills your special gauge more. It fills your special gauge if your team has fewer active players than the enemy. It reaches its highest if you're in a 1v4. The best of the headgear in Splatoon 1 is Comeback. I mentioned before, but I'll say it again. It gives you 4 subs of Main Saver, Sub Saver, Ink Recovery, Run Speed, Swim Speed, and Special Charge for 20 seconds every time you get splatted. And you have to get splatted. Cold-Blooded was a main exclusive in this game. It cuts the effect of tracking abilities by half. So for example, Echolocator tracks you for 9 seconds, while with Cold-Blooded on, it only tracks you for 4.5 seconds. Point Sensor is 8 seconds, down to 4 seconds with Cold-Blooded. Ninja Squid is basically the same as it is in every other game. Except at 1, it has a bit better stacking with swim speed compared to 2, and it also activates instantly when you go into swim form. Haunt is completely different in this game compared to 2 and 3. If you're wearing Haunt and you get splatted, it reveals the player who splatted you with a point sensor for your It reveals the player who splatted you with a point sensor for 9 seconds. But this ability also has a unique power. If you get affected by Point Sensor, Echolocator, and Haunt, it will give you a certain amount of damage up, defense up, and run speed. And lastly, Recon. This allows you to see all players on the Wii U gamepad map and what weapon they're using. It will also stay in effect if you leave spawn for 3 seconds. Bomb Sniffer I like a lot. It completely counters ink mines. It basically knows where they are. And this ability also has a unique property. It also gives you the attribute of bomb defense. And I think it says it's supposed to be the same amount regardless of damage up or defense up. Ink Res is a main exclusive in this game, so it's not stackable. But it does not give you ink immunity like in 2 and 3. And lastly, Stealth Jump. For the exclusives. This will completely hide your Super Jump landing marker no matter where you are. But as a downside, it does lower your Super Jump speed by 20%. Now for damage up. It increases damage of main, sub, and specials, not just the main weapon. Defense up reduces damage from all attacks. Special duration is basically the ancestor to special power up from 2 and 3. Giving you increased duration. Though for Ink Strike and Killer Whale, it allows you to have lagless whales and strikes, while the end lag completely removed if you decide to go all in. Quick respawn, I mentioned, reduces, works every time you die, regardless if you kill or not. Special Saver, basically, at max capacity, it functions the same. But again, Special Depletion is a thing. Light depletion loses 40% of special. Medium, you loses 60. And heavy loses 75. For light depletion weapons, 2 mains and 5 subs is enough to not lose any special. If you go max Special Saver on a medium depletion weapon, you lose 10%. While max Special Saver on heavy depletion, you lose 75. Quick Super Jump also does not work well in small quantities, but maximum investment is around the same. And then Bomb Range Up, the ancestor to sub power up. But the problem is, it doesn't work on half of the subs in the game. So it works with Point Sensor, Disruptors, Splat Bomb, Suction Bomb, Burst Bomb, and I think that's it. It does not work for Beacons, or Seekers, or Ink Mines. Splash Walls and Sprinklers don't work either. But unlike Special Power-Up Bomb Launchers in 2, unlike Bomb Launchers in 2, Bomb Range Up actually does increase your range for bomb rushes. So keep that in mind. But overall, I think I've wrapped up things here. Thanks for watching the Splatoon 1 Weapon Guide. Hopefully I've taught you something. See you next time!